You don't want to be hearing us as we're recording it.
I'm just going to make you stand there forever.
Who could it be behind the comic?
You know what? Joke's on you, I'm getting paid.
All right, you are live. Hi guys, it's Mel from Boom Studios. I'm behind the camera.
Keep it together, man.
And here we go.
Live from the Boom Studios office in Los Angeles, California, it's Talking New Comics with your hosts, Stephanie Hocutt, Hillary Levi, and James Areola.
Great intro.
We've moved up so far in life. We now have an intro.
We have an intro. And he slinks up.
Away.
Hey guys, James.
Hey, I'm Steph. How's it going?
And I'm a new face, Hillary.
Yay, new people.
Hello.
So it is not Wednesday. We're doing it a little earlier this
Early.
week.
Preview.
There you go, keeping you on your toes. So we've got a lot of comics coming out this week. There are, I think, like 11 books here. It's very exciting. So I think we're going to dive right in. So, James.
Number 1, welcome back. New title. A couple different variants on this one too. A lot of cool, I think it's 4 different titles plus our 10-year anniversary for our number ones. Really cool. A lot going on. Pretty much it is.
What's the creative team?
Well, Christopher Sabella, Jonathan Sawyer, and let's see who did the. Well, Sawyer is also the cover. Colors by Chris Zamundo. I'm pretty sure I messed that up. And Sean Aldridge. But a lot going on. Pretty much, the first couple pages is kind of a time jump between different areas. Like a Shogun type of Japanese area. This page is just nuts. Or these pages are just nuts. So pretty much it shows 2 people fighting throughout history over and over again, killing each other, but also saying that they love each other. So I guess they kind of like love the rivalry. I don't want to give it too much away, but pretty much it is about 2 people that
reincarnated assassins.
Keep finding each other, and without really having knowledge about who they are, but they're always fighting and are usually assassins.
Well, and I think my favorite thing is they've got this whole world. Like, and Chris has said this in multiple interviews, but this is just a tiny segment, just 2 different soldiers in this war that's been going on since the beginning. And nobody knows why they're fighting. Nobody knows what the end goal is, if there is an end goal.
Or if someone's behind it completely.
Yeah, one of the characters at one point is like, those are questions we don't ask.
Yeah.
There be dragons down there.
Yeah.
So.
And you're just totally going to love Jonathan's art. It's absolutely amazing. You will not be disappointed.
I want to show my favorite thing is the dog Showtime. I want a dog with a cape.
Who doesn't want a dog with a cape?
He's so sweet, but this artwork is just absolutely beautiful.
It takes a big jump from that first page to like modern times, where it's like a girl kind of down on her luck, kind of still discovering where she's coming from, and she has a pretty dark past. I don't want to spoil it too much, so
there's a rude awakening.
Yeah, there's a pretty dark past to her. So good number 1 to pick up tomorrow if your shop can get it. Pick it up.
I also want to take a second because look at all the pink comics. It is so beautiful.
We're all about that fuchsia here at the studio.
I absolutely love it. There's pink there, there's pink there.
Also has a little bit of pink on it.
There we go. There's pink everywhere. I got so excited. And Power Up, I got so excited whenever I saw that. I was like, pink!
It's a pink week.
So going from first to last here, Hexed. Guys, if you have not read this title, I weep for you because you don't know how good it is. Michael Allen Nelson, Dan Mora, just speaking of beautiful artwork. So there's a lot going on. So spoilers ahead, spoiler warning for everybody because this is the last issue. Lucifer is the thief at this point. She's taken on the role of the Keeper of Secrets. There is a epic battle between her and Madame Cymbeline, who is now like basically a god. Just absolutely insane stuff going on. Some of my favorite characters. And again, it's one of those I don't want to show you how it ends because you should pick it up. But it's so beautiful, and they're my favorite, and I ship them. I'm going to say that right here on Periscope. This is my ship. This is my OTP. They're my favorites. For all you out there.
We're just a bunch of
I am the captain of this ship.
boys and fangirls.
We're fangirls here. But please check it out. I think the first volume is coming out later this year. Just do yourself a favor. And he did a prose novel, too. Hexed Sisters of Witchdown.
Michael Allen Nelson, right?
Yeah, so
check it out.
Anything involving Lucifer, yes. Anything involving Lucifer is just fantastic. She's such a cool character.
What's Dan drawing next?
He's going from a supernatural thief to a supernatural figure that I think we all know and love, dear old Santa Claus, and Grant Morrison's Klaus.
That's gonna be
pretty
awesome.
I've just seen the cover alone, and it's just like, it's phenomenal looking.
It's pretty epic. It's going to be really intense.
Santa Claus, like
Yeah.
you've never seen him
Santa
before.
Santa Claus on
With,
turbo.
Yeah.
Wolf reindeers?
Yeah.
Wolf reindeers? Or does it
Lily,
looks like a wolf.
Lily the wolf, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
A lot of fun characters
I was
going
like,
on there.
okay.
I'm very excited. It's a very different Santa.
All right, what's our next book?
I'm
Go
just
with the pink.
gonna go ahead and say it right now. Giant Days is my favorite Boom Studios title, and the only reason I say that is because every week when I read this, or every month when I read this, I go into the editor Shannon Waters' office and I go, I know I say this every week, but great job. I love it. It's so funny. It's so good.
And just this cover, like, let's take a second. The ultimate mic drop here. I absolutely love it.
Esther's just
fashion?
so BA.
Yeah.
It's so BA.
She's
We're following
amazing.
our favorite gals around uni, just
hanging out,
getting into trouble,
wacky adventures,
and causing some mischief with some men, whether you like them or not.
we get to see Susan's past, which she keeps teasing us. She's been teasing us for what, like 6 issues at
Yes,
this point?
issue 6.
And talking about her mysterious
Nobody
hometown.
nobody really knows why. Nobody really knows what's going on. And you finally get
to see a
little
glimpse,
peek
just
into
a
that
little
world
bit.
about why she is the way she is. So make sure to check it out. And if you haven't noticed, we're going to have more issues than we originally planned.
Yes.
So make sure to pick it up.
Going up
Because
to,
it's that
going up to
good.
12.
It is going up to 12 issues.
12 issues.
So don't be disappointed.
So excited.
All right, what's next?
I kind of want to do the
Circle back
fiction,
around.
but I'll do hit since it's just such a beast.
Oh my gosh.
Such a beast. He had to zoom out for that one. So hit pen and ink. This is volume 2 of our pen and ink series, which we started, I believe, with Daymen. We got Sirens coming out, or I think Sirens is out already.
Vanessa Del Rey is on. She just said, "Woo!"
Yeah.
Hey Vanessa.
She might know a little something about this book.
Yeah.
Just a little something. She's actually the artist on this, and just pretty much.
Here, let me.
Yeah, hold that assistance. Pretty much just a giant size comic book with all the art. Just looks great. It does have notes from Bryce Carlson and
Vanessa's in there.
Vanessa
too,
down
yeah.
here. So I'm trying to see where her name's at. She's down here. R. Del Rey. So yeah, it's pretty much what the second half of the
It's
comic.
issue
It's
3 and 4,
3, 4. So yeah, if you've picked up Hit before, this one was 1955. This is pretty much the collector's edition of that.
If you're a process geek, you're totally going to trip out
So
over this.
cool. Well, it's 11 by 17, which is kind of a standard working size for most artists. And seeing her inks blown up. Vanessa, we're just going to talk about you while you're watching. Your inks are beautiful. Just amazing artwork, stripped down from the colors. You get to see all of this work up close. It's a really good series, guys. Bonnie Bray, I adore her. She takes
everything.
nothing from anybody.
everything.
She does what she wants.
Vanessa says, "Thank you."
Oh, shucks.
Welcome.
Oh, it's so beautiful. So beautiful.
Yeah, so
We could keep looking at it.
I know,
Yeah,
we could go through the
yeah,
whole
we can go through. We might as well do a
Let's show you every
special
page.
Periscope for that.
Yeah.
But always like the back part of Hit. It's always been my favorite part. Just the whiskey.
I'm
the
following
drink.
you, handsome.
Yeah. Right.
It's so good. Yeah,
That's
definitely. Not that we're promoting drinking, but you should have a glass
Oh
of
yeah,
whiskey when
definitely.
you
Well, once you
read
finish
this.
the 57, or 57, yeah, 57.
Oh,
is
Hit
new.
57,
Hit
yeah.
57 is the new one, which just ended.
Wrapped up, yeah.
1 through 4. That one just way more. I mean, just continues on being
in the fields.
great. And
It's
I
right
want
in
to
the
see the
fields.
pen and ink for those guys too. That was
Yeah.
awesome.
Here.
Yes, definitely. Good job, Vanessa.
Well, let's see. Do I want to? I think I'll do Power Up next. If you, like most of us here at the office, are fans of Magical Girls, this is the second issue. It's Kate Leth and Matt Cummings' Power Up. I absolutely adore Amy and her, what's it called? The giant onesie sleeping.
Yes.
You know what I'm talking about. You guys know.
Footy
Her-
pajamas?
It's basically, it's another word
Yeah.
for it.
It's like a onesie.
But it's just fantastic. I love her style. I love everyone's style in this. It's okay. I'm gonna go a little further than I would normally want to show in this, but so spoilers again, warning. Look how majestic that is. It is so beautiful. Oh, Kevin, you're so majestic.
I want to be
so
Kevin.
beautiful.
Like, I look at this image and I'm thinking to myself, yeah, I would totally rock that.
And I love it because Kate and Matt have said in several different interviews now, it's not a joke that he's like wearing the traditional magical girl outfit. Like, he's never the butt of any joke. This is where he gets his power from, and that's just very cool. It's nice to see him looking beautiful and sparkly and not being a
Guys can be magical girls too.
Exactly. So never fear, there's not going to be a joke like that. No mean jokes in here. Just fantastic.
This is all a love letter to,
it's the biggest love letter.
you know, Sailor Moon and
Like this,
Magical
this
Girl.
is my face when I read it. Just the sparkle eyes, so beautiful. So it's a very fun series, very positive, and it's only the second issue, so it's not too late to jump on.
And moving on that girl power train,
Yeah.
you guys are favorite Fiona Cake Card Wars
Yeah.
#2. You can see here they're taking care of a sick, lumpy space prince.
Oh, he hurt his flooping wrist.
Gosh, you got to be careful with that flooping.
I mean,
boys
card
and girls.
games are rough.
It's really intense. And if you've been playing Card Wars, we totally want to hear about your experiences.
Yes.
Because if you got the first issue, it came with a very special card. There might be some still floating around in the world
Somewhere
if you
out
can
there.
find it. But keep following with your favorite cat, and also, I would say, version of a magical girl, Fiona.
I think so, yes.
Absolutely.
We agree.
I won't get too far. I don't want to spoil it.
Basically, Kate's having to prove herself in Card Wars, which I think we've all been there at some point. But there's never any like maliciousness. It's just she's gonna play the game. And
She's gonna play the
own it.
game. She's gonna rock it just as much as any boy or lumpy space prince can. So she'll show
It's
you.
pretty rad. Cool.
All right.
Back to you, James.
So we got the fiction #3. I like the series. Just pretty much if you're following along, they actually come to meet, or saying Brett finally shows his face. So they actually meet him up, and he's
Things have changed.
yeah. So I don't know how many years it's been, but maybe, or like they're adults. They went from missing from like maybe 10 or 15 years old to pretty much being full grown, maybe 30-year-olds. And Sang comes up and he has them imprisoned. So they give him a little backstory of how he went
What's
missing
even
when they were
happening,
kids.
yeah.
And you just meet in very evil-looking thing.
Let's meet some. Let's
Let's look inside. So.
This is another one where
Yes,
the art style.
yeah, this one's great. So
David Rubin.
Yes.
David Rubin, yeah. So here's this thing where we don't know exactly what that is, but it comes out and they're saying, with a full beard, no shoes, pretty much the clothes that he went missing in, and he's just there, like, oh hey, you guys should stay, and he kind of threatens them a little bit, and they give him a little backstory of why he decided to leave. Reality, and stays in this little book world, and how he went down the path, and that's pretty much what it is. This issue is about gives him a good backstory and leads on into something else. Don't want to give too much away, but it's another one of my favorites that I've been reading. So yeah,
And it's issue 3 of
3
4. So
3 of 4. So pretty much
penultimate.
penultimate.
issue.
It sounds so.
Matthias is asking, was it Death Star shirt day in the office?
I know.
Conveniently.
I love
Every day it's Death Star.
Every day
I
is.
did not get the memo.
Every day I have a Star Wars shirt for every day of the
What do
week.
you have, 27?
27 or so
27
Star Wars
shirts.
shirts.
I don't have 27
I feel like
Star
there's
Wars
only
shirts.
one
I
day
wish.
of the week where you don't wear a Star Wars shirt,
Yeah.
and usually it's a video game shirt, which
Yeah.
I usually then freak out over it.
So yeah, it's always Death Star. It's always Star Wars shirt day for me. Just so happens she wore a Death Star
Yeah,
shirt
I just
today.
hop on that.
Yeah.
Who's
The
next?
worst. They brought the
We'll go through Oh Kill Strike. This is another final issue. So this one, it's another one where it's a big goofy love letter to 90s action comics. It's the ridiculous, just Kill Strike as a character I find hilarious. He's so absurd, but it taps into the early days of comics where it was kind of goofy. It was a little some things got kind of ridiculous.
Well, and of course, even in the 90s, too, which is where Killstrike come from, straight out of that 90s epic, really intense.
Ultra big,
Yes.
big guns, all kinds of
It's
stuff.
dark
Macho.
Killstrike.
Dark Killstrike.
So,
Is it like the Bizarro Killstrike?
I think this is
Pretty
like
much.
ultimate form Killstrike. It's like the final boss battle.
It's a final-
After 3 or 4 evolutions, they
Iterations.
finally have the last one. So Jared is having to deal with Dark Killstrike in this issue and come to terms with himself as a new father and realizing that, you know, maybe it's okay that you liked those goofy comics. Maybe you shouldn't be ashamed of liking what you liked back in the day. I think everyone can relate to that. Spoilers! Spoilers!
That was a good page.
Go check it out! It's very fun. It's goofy, ridiculous fun. I think, let's tear through really quick because I feel
Rest
like
of the
we've got all the
singles.
books. Another singular. So Burning Fields has been super, super intense and terrifying. I'm not usually good with horror, but I can do horror comics. But like, this is a situation I never want to find myself in.
Oh, surrounded by
a bunch of
people trying to
Asag's
get in the
like
car.
mind-controlled cronies
No.
stuck in a car. Like, just scary.
That's scary.
Scary. So they're having to. It's again the penultimate issue. So there's
What's the quick synopsis of the series?
so it's in the Middle East and they've been drilling and there's this what's it called, a private security sector that's been trying to take over the area, and Asag, this demon, has been awakened, and so Dana and them have been trying to put a stop to it. There have been these grisly murders. People have been found with like their tongues ripped out and very ritualistic sacrifice kind of
Like
thing.
bodies stitched together, all kinds of craziness.
Yeah, super, super gross.
And guns.
And guns
everywhere.
and
guns
just
everywhere.
everything's going on, but like the demon's taking over. And so they're trying to stop this. They're trying to fight against a force that I don't know if they can win.
Unstoppable.
Oh, and this is a flashback. This is very cool because you get to see more about her life and
I
how
love
she got
its
where she
covers.
is. Oh, all the
So
covers have been.
fantastic.
Is that La Fuente? No. That's Colin, right? Colin Longman?
Yeah, it's Colin.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that. All of his covers, they've been beautiful, but you look at them closely and you're like, oh, those are eyeballs, or
Yeah.
oh my
Yeah.
gosh, those are skulls.
Always got.
That creep factor is
Yeah.
very high. It's insanely good, and it's well written, and the characters are just fantastic. I like Dana. I hope that's her name. I hope I'm remembering it right, because she's real and she's made some big mistakes in her life. So she's very flawed,
Yes.
but at the same time she's trying to do her job and trying to sort of
She's trying to make good.
Yeah, it's pretty rad. And then last of our single issues, Escape from New York, number 9.
What a fun ride.
Good old, just Kurt Russell, swoon. So at this point, he's in Canada. Precisely, he is somewhere in Canada.
Somewhere.
Yeah, exactly.
Nondescript Canada.
I tell you
We
what,
apologize
Snake
to our
Plissken. We love our Canadian viewers.
Didn't he go back to New York in this issue? I think.
He's heading back.
Yeah.
He's escaped from Florida. He got dropped in the middle of Siberia. Right now, he's
been all
somewhere
over.
in Canada.
This is a new story arc, so it's like
Yeah.
a good jumping on point. if
Oh,
you
it's
haven't-
perfect. Yeah, you like knowing the stuff that happened before is always fun. But if you don't want to try to track down the other issues, then you can just jump right here. It's very fun. A lot of wacky stuff happening.
Yeah, it's Sabella's second book out today from us.
Oh yeah, look at
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, it's Christopher Sabella Day.
Awesome. So those are our
Alright.
singles. We've got a lot of books here too.
So, one of my favorite webtoons, Bravest Warriors. We have volume 5 coming out, which has probably one of my favorite parts, which is the Catbug Presents Purple Gravity, the Butter Skate Experience. Let me just, I have cosplayed as Catbug. I do a Catbug impression.
Oh wait, let's
I
hear it.
lo-
I'll put you on the
Oh,
spot.
you totally did that. So
What
bad.
a jerk.
Your mom said to say I could have just one peanut butter square, but not till they cool down.
That was cute. That was pretty good.
Did that just happen? Oh my God.
I did. It gets
Yeah.
real on
It
Periscope.
gets real on Periscope. I also have a video of it on my Instagram, so
Nice.
it's been out on the internet before.
People know.
So I just love the relationship between Catbug and Impossible Bear because they're just so opposite that they get along
Impossible is
so
the worst. I love him.
well. To me, they're a little bit like Rocket and Groot. A little.
I can see that.
Yeah. Beth is, reconnecting with her father, trying to mend that relationship. Chris is trying to deal with his emotion lord powers. It gets real in volume 5, and it just really right at the heart of what it's like to be a teenager who also has to save the universe every day.
But there are a lot of
Like you
teenagers
do.
out there who
Like
have to
you
save
do.
the universe.
So make sure to pick it up. And it's stories are written by Breen Burns and Jason Johnson.
I think, is this the one?
The Lost Episode.
Yes, so this actually takes place between, does it say on there? It takes place between, during season 2.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Because it actually covers stuff that then gets talked about in the actual episode.
So if you're a fan of the show and you want to know what's going on,
Season 2 got real. Got real intense.
got real, super real.
Stuff happened, guys. So it's very cool.
Yes.
Nice. You want to go?
Yeah, Gunner Craig Court. Not something I'm too familiar with, but
So this is based on, it's the webcomic.
The webcomic,
It's been
yeah.
going on forever.
Yes.
So this is actually the
12 years?
5th book. It's just pretty much. I don't know what's the story behind this.
So-
I've never actually read this guy.
We get to see Antimony Carver. She goes to the mysterious Gunner Craig Court. It's the school, and it's great because it's sort of like, it's like if Harry Potter met NASA, maybe. It's got magic and legend. It's got robots and science. You've got demons.
Really buff
and,
wolf.
Yes, he's got You've got like the Lords of the Forest. You've got the Coyote is probably my favorite
Science
character.
fantasy.
Yeah, it's very fun. And Antimony is one of those girls who, she's incredibly smart and put together, and she's got this whole legacy that she's been trying to live up to. And so we get to see Volume 5, there's just so much more going on with her life. And I love this back image there, all that hair. It's a little shorter in the actual issue.
Yeah,
like
like
that.
over there.
Rapunzel hair. Yeah.
Beautiful than
So it's very fun, and I know there are a lot of people out there who've been following this series for a very long time.
Yeah.
So issue 5.
Yeah, because
Thomas Adele.
like 2009, 2008. Yeah, it's pretty old.
So it's
Well, that's when it started. This is brand new.
this is
book.
Oh yeah,
Volume 5.
it collects
So we have
it
2
all.
comics based on webcomics.
There you go.
yeah.
Giant Days and Gunner Craig Court, and then one based on a web cartoon.
What?
It's pretty awesome.
Well, the last one is The Last Broadcast. This is one of my favorite series to come out of Archaea. It's beautiful because you don't see this a lot in a lot of indie comics, where it's sort of this Brazilian manga style. So we're going to go ahead and look through it here. It's urban exploration. I love that crack when you open
Yes.
a new
A new
book.
book.
And that crackle of fresh
The
stuff.
binding.
So first of all, there is a code on this open page here, and there in the single issues there are always codes, so you have to track through and figure out what it says, which is so much fun. I did it for every issue, and I'd freak out and I'd run to the editors, be like, I figured it out.
And our design team just did a fantastic job.
so
putting
good.
this together.
Yeah, it's just been absolutely beautiful, and they put a lot of work into this. So this very unique style that you just don't see a lot.
Yeah,
At least
it has-
not over here.
It's really similar to what you have in those Korean horror comics. It's very reminiscent of that.
So you've got urban explorers. You've got this mysterious Black Hall is this magician who supposedly died during one of his tricks. But they learn more about maybe that's not so true. And these
Nothing is as
strange
it seems.
boxes that they find. There's a lot going on, this huge mystery. And it really makes me want to climb into an abandoned building and start looking for things.
Cause
but
some mayhem.
No, it doesn't.
I know I would get
Yeah,
hurt.
probably not.
I'm too afraid of being arrested.
So it's like more of like a treasure hunt type of thing with urban exploring.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
stuff like that.
they're trying to hunt this down. They run into people who are also out for this information. There's this whole secret society. You've got this Illuminati-esque group there.
So if you're one of those people who lives in Los Angeles who goes down to the beach at that old abandoned compound, this might be the book
Yeah.
for you.
So just it's just so cool. It's
Oh,
insanely
like the
cool.
old zoo cages.
Yeah. It's very fun and just a really intense story. There's a mystery. There are people getting killed. You don't know who this person is. It's very cool. And again, it's one of those I love this cover. It's so
Yeah, it's not one of those things I have to. that was before my time, and
so
there's so many
good.
things that I still haven't
Good
read.
advice,
So
always trespass.
Okay.
Unless, again, you're like me and you don't want to actually be arrested. To all you brave urban explorers
Yes.
out there, this is a good book for you. But it's very, very fun.
Well, that's a lot of books.
It's a lot.
but
yes.
That's why we did it today.
So
This thing's
many.
good for tomorrow.
Look at all this beautifulness.
All right, cool. So, guys, let us know. We're going to be posting these videos up on YouTube after we Periscope them. So,
On YouTube?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, forever.
Yeah.
oh, sorry, Hillary, this is not disappearing after 24
Surprise!
hours.
This is not good.
So yes, we will post these up on YouTube, and you'll be able to read or watch these videos on a permanent basis
Just over and over again.
up on that channel. But let us know in the comments, what you guys think, and if you have any questions for upcoming Periscopes or requests. I know there was one request to talk to one of our designers. We'll get that done soon.
Yeah. They got a lot to say. They do a lot of really great work.
They are such an amazing team, and they're really funny.
Yes.
So.
So, if we can pry one of the designers away from their computers, we'll we will Periscope them.
Let's not do anything illegal on this.
We do not condone.
Kidnapping is bad.
This is Mel Kylo signing off. Say hi, say goodbye.
Bye.
Hey, bye everybody.
Bye, guys.